Today we're gonna make a rice bag. First you need a rice bag. It is made out of this plastic material. They are weaved in with plastic strips. That's how it feels like. So yeah, I'm using a 25-pound bag. And then some cotton tape. These are thick cotton tape. I'm going to use this for handles. And then a mesh. It's the same mesh I used for the base of the pots in my previous video. And I'm going to line the bottom of this bag with this to give it some structure. And then some fabric to line the interior of the bag and also to wrap around this to give it a nice finished look. And then some thread. Okay, let's get started. Ooh. Gigi, what are you doing? She enjoys being around me, which is really cute. Hello! Hello Gigi, how are you? I love you too. Gigi, what are you doing? Oh, she goes. First, I'm going to cut off 2 inches from the uppermost lettering. So that. Next, I'm going to fold the bottom so it has a little room for stuff. We're going to stiffen this up with our mesh later. Yeah, do a little fold here. Similarly, a fold here. Using the rice bag as size, we're gonna cut the lining fabric so it will be the same size. Leave some seam allowances for sewing it up and also to make sure that you have taken the width of the bag into account. Gigi, I gotta work. Gotta make the bag. Are you done? You're done. She has a claws in it. Yeah, kill that thing. Kill that thing. You're de-stressed, huh? Come on. You done? And I have a single fold here of my fabric. And I'm gonna take measurement by just doing this. So what I'm doing here, I'm just gonna fold it in to halfway point and call that side good. And then on the other side, we will cut out halfway point as well and add in seam allowance and get it sewn up. We can use the extra piece here for our padding. I think that works pretty well. So I will measure this out later. With right sides together, we're gonna sew this fabric into a cylinder. Alright, now we're gonna use our nail to iron this open. Like so. I'm gonna centralize this. I'm gonna sew across on the bottom. We have erasable ink. Just a rough line so you know where the center of that bag is going to be. See who has come to join us. Hello. What are you doing? There's a fruit fly around. That's the bottom and that's the side. Pinch it open like that. And we're gonna pin the center of this line to the center of the line we just drawn on the side. And you can work on even it out. There you go. And then use the bag for measurements. Here's the bag, side of the bag, and it's gonna be that wide. So we're gonna follow this center seam. It's gonna be that wide. And we're gonna sew across. Do the same for this other side. We're gonna sew this edge here down this way and then repeat for the other side down that way. And that's the bottom of the bag. Put the lining back in here. And then you can use pen. I'm using paper clips. For this edge, I'm thinking of just rolling it in like that and then do a top stitch and call it good, because I think it looks cuter when it's not attached fully. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm changing out my needle to 7511 or 75/11. I'm changing to thicker thread. So the bottom one is thicker, and this is the normal thread I use on a lot of sewing projects, but since we're puncturing a lot of layers, I'm changing to thicker thread. I'm gonna have the handles be 5 inches from each other. And mark it with this fine point disappearing ink pen. It is a fabric pen, so it will disappear after a couple hours or if you put water on it. So yeah, make sure your straps are not twisted in any ways during installation. This is how we're going to install it. Doing a zigzag pattern across the strap. It's not the prettiest, but it works well. It works well. It's strong, it's sturdy. And inside that. So yeah, on the inside, the ends are exposed. There's another way of sewing so that your ends are not going to be exposed. But the pro and cons of it is, the pro is it's going to be a nice finish, but the con is my machine cannot handle it, so it's going to be a nightmare to sew. So I'll show you here how you can do it so that the ends are not going to show on the inside. So this is your ribbon, the end, or your tape, and this is the end. You put it onto your fabric like that, and you sew across it. Once you're done sewing it, you can fold it over like so, and then you sew it again. And once you sew it again, you can now flip it over, and now it's going to be facing upwards on your bag, and you can have another top stitch over. And on the other side, you will have similar look to the other one, but you'll need extra folding, hence extra layer I'm talking about that my machine cannot handle. So yeah, definitely you can hide the end so that it looks like a neater finish. But yeah, I'm showing you with a thin ribbon, but if you're using thick straps like this for durability, I wouldn't recommend doing all this folding. But if you're using thin tape like this, you know, sure, definitely you can fold it in. Now we're gonna wrap the mesh for the bottom of the bag, and by using our leftover fabric we have. So put the right sides together. We're gonna sew on the wrong side, and then turn it inside out and put in the mesh, and then seal it off. Let's do some finger ironing to open up the seams. Turn it inside out. we're gonna finish this end. Fold it in like so. And we're gonna sew along this edge to seal it up. Trim off excess thread. Aha, fits pretty well. Corners to corners, corners to corners. Ta-da!